between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A handoff left, Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Play fake. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And he's got room. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Elliott trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Just got to bring him out here then.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive?
No,
here's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
My car fixed tomorrow. I ain't gonna be in my truck tomorrow. I'm supposed to get my car fixed tomorrow.
And that makes the score 7-0.
All right. You bring tomorrow.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
Yeah,
send
you
this
bring
one
tonight.
away.
Okay.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, Love. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Love. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now a give to Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo. And
touchdown, Colts! Eric Ebron, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it in. Inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. These two teams all tied after one. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Running with Elliott. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Love's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down, Love to pass. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Love. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love looking to throw it. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Cowboys 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. And that's not how football works. But he probably should have after that. That was absolutely sensational.
And as we check the next-gen stats, he certainly earned his yardage there as he wound up running better than 90 yards that time. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Minshew. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Simi Fehoko there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd down and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that is incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They run again on first down. Anderson, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. He's got Granson over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Colts
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Minshew. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On third down, Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great can...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still